But did you know he's been an ordained minister since he was the age of 9? At age 15, he was the youth director of Operation Breadbasket, and at age 16, he founded National Youth Movement. He's been a presidential candidate and a tireless defender of the poor and the oppressed. If you've got a problem, he's got your back. Reverend Sharpton, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. And my friend here, Lindsay, is a recent graduate of the University of Massachusetts Amherst, where she earned a BA in anthropology. Congratulations, Lindsay. She's been organizing for increased college affordability since her sophomore year in college. And she serves as chair of the United States Student Association.
Young people in this country have been organizing and fighting for college access and college affordability for decades because our government, both federal and state, have continually put education funding on the chopping block when times get tough. Our nation's steady divestment from public higher education has endangered the future of college in this country, leaving the average student borrower nearly $25,000 in debt. Indebted graduates then have to enter into one of the worst job markets on record for young people. The cost of paying for all students enrolled in public colleges and universities is approximately $50 billion per year. It may sound like a lot, but this is about 5% of what is spent each year on the military budget and less than 2% of the annual federal budget. My generation is paying for our nation's warped priorities, and we can no longer afford to pay for them. Our elected officials have become concerned with what is politically expedient at the expense of creating the kind of change that we need. We can no longer afford to be the unemployed, have the doors of our nation's colleges and universities slammed shut on us, and graduates saddled with debt. To all of these problems, there are solutions. If our elected officials aren't responding to us, then we can choose new leadership. Yes, we can. We realize our collective vision through collective action, action that calls for sweeping demands to change our education system and rebuild an education system in this country that works for America and that leaves my generation with hope that we can build a future for this country that works for all people.
That's why today I joined Lindsay, because we need America to deal with the issue of jobs. Our young people need education, but we need jobs. We bailed out the banks. We bailed out the insurance companies. Now it's time to bail out the American people. We need to rebuild the infrastructure and provide jobs and training for American people. I hope people look at the mob, because this is what America looks like. America is not one color and not one gender. This is what America looks like. Lindsay, I have fought with Melanie Campbell and others in the civil rights community that we can stand and fight for an America that will provide decent wages, jobs, decent education. We cannot scapegoat teachers. We need to hold them accountable. But there's a difference between accountability and union busting. That's why Randy Weingarten and I are going on the road. We want to straighten out our schools, but we need teachers and parents and students to work together. Let me say this. When I was in school, Lindsay, we had midterm exams. What we had in 2008 was not the end, but a beginning. It brought us from one place in America to another. But in 4 weeks, we're going to have the midterm exam. When I had to take my midterms, I had to turn the lights on my study. I had to tell my friends, don't call me. I had to turn the TV off. I had to get ready for my midterm exam. We got to go home and we've got to hit the pavement. We've got to knock on doors. We've got to ring our church bells. We've got to get ready for the midterm exam. We can't stop in 08. We've got to get ready in 10. From 10-2 to 11-2, we're going to pass the midterm exam. Lastly, they say that we're apathetic. They say we're not energized. Well, you know, Lindsay, I'm a preacher. There's a story in the Bible about a man named Ezekiel. Ezekiel saw a valley full of dry bones. And somebody said, can these bones live? And the way he made them live was he started connecting them together. We came today in the shadows of the Lincoln Memorial. And if we can get connected, blacks connected to whites, Latinos connected to Asians, straights connected to gays, immigrants, and all of us that are naturally born, if we can connect these bones, we can make America